Y'all come on down this way, please.
I'm so excited. Oh my God. Namin sa pinaka-ilalong guys. 260 feet below the ground.
All right, y'all, welcome to Ruby Falls. My name is Chuck, and I'm your guide. My job is to get you in and to get you out safely. I do my best to do that. I'm from Chattanooga, and I've lived here over 50 years. So if you have any questions about the city, you know where to eat kind of thing, holler at me, do my best to answer. Now, you know I'm from Chattanooga, tell me where. Okay. Well, we've got copper mining and all that kind of stuff around here, too. Well, guys, head down this way and get...
Welcome to Ruby Falls. Here in Chattanooga.
Guys, come on in, come on down, both sides, down to the center. Come on in. All that means is we get the group together for a presentation. I will make sure everybody's here. Nobody let me know they're here. A group this small, we shouldn't have a problem with that. A few things I'm going to ask of you before we go in. The first is I'm going to ask that you please, please, please do not touch any of the formations in here. The cavern is still active. The formations are still growing. And if you touch a formation, that rock can absorb some of the oil that's on your fingers. It'll cause that formation to stop growing for up to 10 years. So please do not touch any of the formations. Now the cavern is active. That means that water is dripping from the ceiling. That means that floors are wet and slick. So we got handrails. Use those where you have to. And as you walk through, if you get a drop of water on you, it's called a cave kiss. And it's supposed to be good luck. And the other thing we got to talk about is this. We got low clearances all throughout the cavern. Now that rock is hard, does not give a bit, and I'm here to tell you that firsthand experience, more than once. So watch your step, watch your head, everything else ought to be good. Now we've got a short video to show you, gives you some of the backstory on Ruby Falls, so here we go.
As you move through the cave, please refrain from the use of gum and tobacco products. Stay with your guide and follow the safety instructions. Watch your head, watch your step, and use handrails where provided. Thank you.
Right in this area here is where Mr. Lambert could stand up for the first time, and it's actually back in that crevice right there behind you. And after 6 hours of crawling, I'm sure he was real happy to see that sign that told him he could stand up now. Stop right here for just a little bit. That's right.
Oh my God.
Can't touch that stuff, it's growing so hard.
Oh my goodness.
All right, we got Wisconsin.
Yes.
All right, all right. Well, folks, this is our first major formation in the cavern that we come across. This is Cactus and Candle. Now, the one in the back is the cactus. Not sure why somebody call it cactus. I really don't think it looks like one. One in the front, we call it a candle. I've had a lot of people tell me they thought it looked like it was made of wax. And if you look at the very top of it, it's got a wick hole. Looks like somebody actually lit a candle there.
We opened Ruby Falls Cavern for tours on June 6, 1930. building up to that big day, we blasted through the mountain using 15,000 pounds of dynamite and pulled out 5 million pounds of limestone to create the elevator shaft. We used that limestone to build the cavern castle, which some call the world's most magnificent cave entrance. We carefully planned the trail through the cavern to avoid disturbing the underground streams and ancient formations. Stalagmites rising up from the ground, stalactites suspended from the ceiling, and columns where the two meet and join together. All created by water and the mineral calcite, dripping through cracks in the limestone. Drop by drop, the tiny calcite deposits build up very slowly over time to create formations, each as unique as a fingerprint. Without water, the life cycle of the formation ends.
We ask that you do not touch any formation in the cave. It is against state law to ride on, to face, or break cave formations. For your safety, please stay with your guide.
All right. Folks, we are in Hall of Dreams. This is halfway in or halfway out, depends on which way you're going, of course. Ruby used to love to come in here. She would bring a book and a lantern. She would sit and read, and she would take a nap in here. And that's why we call it Hall of Dreams. Now you look up to the right here, you'll see a fish. And we know that's a fish because it's right under a sign that says fish. Up front here is Leaning Tower. This is the largest and oldest formation in the cavern. And at the base of Leaning Tower is our unofficial mascot, Myrtle the Turtle. And she has been climbing this thing for thousands of years and has made no progress at all. For the longest time, we thought it was because she was scared of heights. Turns out she is absolutely petrified Thank you.
Nature is a patient artist. With a growth rate of only half an inch every 100 years, the creation of formations in the cave spans centuries. Their distinctive shapes are miraculous. Fabric-like draperies flowing from limestone, curly helictites defying gravity, delicate straw-shaped capillary tubes hanging from the ceiling, and mounds of flowstone resembling lava. The shapes are determined by location and rate of water flow, with mineral content influencing their color, right from calcium carbonate to red clay.
I think every cave in the world has bacon in it somewhere. I got two pieces up here. Got a big one right there and a little one right there. Just beyond that, I've got a huge potato chip. I stay hungry down here all the time.
Looking up through crevices along the path reveals hidden wonders. Just when you think you've seen everything, something new catches your eye. Overhead formations like cave bacon with its coloring from iron oxide always brings a smile to my face. Nature paints a beautiful and sometimes peculiar underground landscape.
Now we are 2,260 feet into the cavern, which is about 2/5 of a mile. So you walk in 2/5 of a mile, you walk out 2/5 of a mile. By the time you get to your car and back, you got another 1/5 of the mile, got your mile for the day, all the exercise you need. And we are 1,120 feet underground. If you've ever been to New York City, seen the Empire State Building, that's about how much rock you got over your head right now. We're almost directly under Point Park on top of Lookout Mountain. Now the falls is 90 feet high, pool under about 5 feet deep. And we have no clear idea where this water's coming from. We've done chemical trace, dye trace, all that kind of stuff, and we cannot find the original source of this water. We do know some of it's groundwater, because when we have a big rain, we'll have more water come through, less rain, less water, but that original source never does dry up, and that's what we can't figure out. Now the water in that pool already, we dyed it orange at one time, traced it out. When it leaves that pool, it goes into underground streams all through the cavern. You've seen that in a lot of places. Now all that water makes its way through the cavern. As a matter of fact, the whole cavern is formed out by water flowing through it, eating through the limestone. And that water winds up in the Tennessee River at the foot of Lookout Mountain where Interstate 24 cuts across. But we got plenty enough time in here for everybody to take all the pictures you want. I do need to advise you though, our time is going to be somewhat limited, so I'll ask that you use your time wisely and efficiently. And there's enough room around that rail down there around the pool for 2 to 3 families at a time. Got left behind. And if you look up in the crevice right here, you'll see the rest of the elephant. Her name is Gullible. Now, I do want you to look up here and notice that the ceiling in this place is brown. That is iron oxide, rust. So this formation here has a little bit of metal content in it.